of traditionally how I am known to start many things, and that is by me ringing my bell and saying good morning. My name is Rachel Modoni Njeru, but in my media circles, I am known as Mwalimu Rachel. Na hii ni jina ambayo nilipewa by my very first audience, my big audience back in the day when I was just starting out on radio. I used to have this imaginary classroom called Class 1 to 4. Ilikuwa na run on radio from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. And when I started off, I wanted to make it a fun imaginary class. Because believe it or not, you may not feel like you love class now. But when you grow older and you get to appreciate the good work that your teachers are putting into you, you start to remember the lessons that you learned. You start to really understand why class is important. So to me, when I started off on radio, those are some of the things that I held dear. So I said, I'm going to start a fun version. Now I have the power and the control to make this class however way I want it to be. Sindio? So nikaanza, nikasema, hii class nitafundisha Kiswahili. Nimezaliwa Mombasani. Na kule, in fact, my first language, believe it or not, ni Kiswahili. It's not even English. I first think in Kiswahili and then I speak in English. And so it became a fun thing I used to do on air. Kamilisha sentensi, kama ni tanakali za sauti, and so on and so forth. And then one day my boss called me in and said, I don't know where you're going with this whole class setup, but I like it. Endelea. And that's when now nikapewa jina Mwalimu Rachel. My listeners gave me that name because of the character that I was on air. I didn't realize it at first, that I used to give this persona of I love to teach, I love to mentor, I love to educate. And I took it up as my brand name. And here I am today. So the element of the bell is because of the Mwalimu Rachel brand. From radio, other amazing opportunities came to be. And this is where now my brand really soared. And it all began by me sitting down at such a place, listening to a lady back in the day when I was in high school, talking to me about self-awareness, self-esteem, confidence. Just raise your hand. What is self-esteem?
I'm in Form 2 Pluto.
Woo!
And my favorite subject is history.
I love history.
Self-esteem is how someone views themselves inwardly and how they will project it outside to other people. That's how I view self-esteem.
Okay. Aya, Samira inua mkono.
Okay, I'm in Form 1 Pluto and my favorite subject is English.
All right. So how would you define self-esteem?
Okay, it's how you show yourself to other people and how you express your feelings and not being scared of what you feel and what you have to say to other people for you to get the facts out.
Okay. Ukiangalia kwenye kioo kila asubuhi, what do you tell yourself? I hope that even as we rush to go to class to get ready for, our morning duties, we also take some time to say some positive things to ourselves. Do we do that? Do we do that? What are some of those positive things you tell yourself in the morning? Yeah, I see a hand there. I love that.
So every day when I wake up, after the morning preparations, when I get to class, I sit down, I thank God for the night, I pray, I read the Bible, then I tell myself, today is going to be a good day, I am beautiful, I do not compare myself to anybody else, let anyone say what they want to say, I love myself, God loves me, and that's how my day is gonna be.
Oh, beautiful! Peer influence can be good or can be bad. Never forget who you are. Your passions will be different from your friends. Your background is different. You don't have to pretend to be somebody else. So you must be aware that peer pressure is real, and peer pressure can lead you into some bad paths where you start doing things that are not for you, doing drugs and other vices that are not good for you at all.
Then I used to take pics, this, that. I post stories about life in school. They will say naka kienyeji. So that negative attitude used to get me so down that even concentrating on studies was difficult.
Right.
But I decided to just love myself because God created me for who I am.
Which is the best club? Whichever club brings out the best of you, that is the best club. Sindio? Whichever club nurtures you to be a confident young lady. Kwa hivyo, clubs are here, and thank goodness that our teachers are really, really committed to bring out the best of us. Kama hujaingia club yoyote, I urge you, please join one. Sindio? I will not